may now begin your presentation.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, am I the greatest genius of them all?
Question of great depth. The answer is yes and no. You conquered outer space, revolutionized science and technology, invented AI, and created abundance. However, true genius is to safeguard the most precious gift of all, health. Look around you. Chronic and deadly diseases, the danger of COVID-19 mutations, the looming menace of mpox, and the specter of new pandemics.
Yes, but my genius has no limits. Here's a glimpse of what you are achieving. Tunisia, the stage is yours.
This year, we tackled the health challenge head-on with two solutions, addressing both men and animal. Let's begin with our first project.
Health, a fundamental right, still holds significant inequalities. Can you imagine? Some people are marginalized simply due to dietary restrictions that they cannot control.
Celiac disease is a severe condition where the immune system attacks the body's tissues in response to gluten, a common ingredient in everyday food like bread and pasta.
This disease, growing at an annual global rate of 7.5%, currently affects more than 125,000 people in Tunisia.
Our journey began last summer when we met Yasmin during a workshop for children in rural areas. Yasmin suffered an allergic reaction which forced her to leave.
We later discovered that she had celiac disease, which deprives her of the simplest pleasure of enjoying a snack or a pastry.
Deeply moved by her suffering, we were determined to change her story. We started our research by reaching out to the Tunisian Association of Celiac Disease to interview over 200 patients.
We discovered three main challenges: limited availability and diversity of gluten-free products, low nutritional content in protein and fiber, and high costs compared to standard products.
Devoted to our community, we launched Succeed, a solution offering a range of gluten-free products that are diverse, highly nutritious, and more importantly, affordable.
Succeed's foundation is also a lifeline for a female entrepreneur, saving her company from bankruptcy, mainly due to the COVID-19 crisis.
Our first product line is gluten-free flour, partially substituting imported rice and corn with three locally sourced grains: chickpeas, lentils, and beans.
This innovative formula was tested by the National Institute of Agronomic Research, successfully validating our proof of concept.
The production process of our flour is simple. Each type of a grain is individually oven-dried and then ground. The resulting flours are mixed following specific proportions to create a 5-grain flour.
Using this flour, we expanded our first line to cakes and biscuits.
Our second product line is couscous. As it is a staple dish in North African cuisine, we launched our local gluten-free alternative.
Our full product range successfully obtained quality certification from the Ministry of Health and the National Institute of Nutrition.
Our value proposition lies in offering 23% more protein and fiber and affordable prices, as our product range is 43% less costly than competitors, thanks to our local supply.
Les gluten sur le marché sont composés essentiellement de farine de riz et de maïs. Dans notre farine Succeed, on a essayé d'ajouter des légumineuses et très riches en protéines, où on trouve essentiellement les acides aminés essentiels pour la croissance, des fibres, vitamine B12, B9 et la vitamine C.
So far, we produced 2.5 tons of gluten-free flour, priced at $4.5 per 750-gram packs.
2.3 tons of cakes and biscuits, sold at $2 per 250-gram packs.
And finally, 3 tons of couscous, priced at $3 per 500-gram packs.
We maximize our sales volume by partnering with major hypermarkets and retailers, with a total of 215 points of sales nationwide, selling to our social media channels,
participating in fairs and agri-food exhibitions, and organizing marketing and awareness campaigns.
During this year, we sold 11 tons of our total product range, generating $50,000 in revenue with a net profit of $15,000.
Improved the lives of 9,500 celiac disease patients and reduced their monthly expenditures by up to 13.5%.
Impacted more than 12,500 people by creating 8 new jobs and saving 3 existing jobs in a female-led enterprise,
boosting the business of 5 cereal and grain farmers,
offering professional job experience to 6 youth,
and educating 12,000 people on gluten-free diet benefits.
To ensure succeed, sustainability and scalability, we will launch 2 new products, by dough and traditional pastries, increase our whole production capacity to reach more than 85 tons annually by investing in new machinery, additional manpower and training.
And organize awareness campaigns and gluten-free cooking workshops to target new clients in restaurants, wellness centers, and sport clubs.
In 5 years, after positioning Succeed as a leader in the local gluten-free market, we will obtain our international certification to reach the global market, currently valued at $12.3 billion.
At that phase, our business plan forecasts $1,500,000 of revenues,
65 job opportunities,
and 300,000 gluten-free customers.
Dear judges, our second project tackles animal health. Working on an older project, we discovered that some farmers struggle to preserve their cows' health because of a widespread disease, bovine mastitis.
Bovine mastitis is a contagious inflammation of the mammary glands caused by bacterial infections in unsanitary conditions affecting 30% of dairy cows worldwide.
It leads to a temporary loss of lactation, a permanent decline in milk production, and a 35% mortality rate in extreme cases.
The common treatment is antibiotics. While this may be a short-term solution, the repercussions are concerning.
Antibiotic resistance complicates long-term treatment, and milk with antibiotic residual must be discarded, reaching 2.3 million tons of milk worldwide in 2023.
In Tunisia, climate and environmental conditions worsen the situation. 60% of dairy cows are affected, and the recovery period of mild mastitis can reach up to 8 days per cow.
This leads to an 87% increase in cost per case to cover veterinary and antibiotic expenses, and a breakdown in the milk value chain, negatively impacting farmers, factories and retailers.
المضادات الحيويه بخلاف انها تنجم تتعدى في الحليب وتكون مضره للانسان، دونك نعملوا التريتمون تاعنا ما يجاوبش انه البقره عملت ريزيستانس جرثومه ما عادش ياثر فيها الانتيبيوتيك، ليفي نتاعها على البقره يولي اكثر.
Embracing our role as change makers, we in Actis Tunisia launched our project Bovita, a 100% natural product line based on phytotherapy, designed to substitute antibiotics and chemicals in curing and preventing bovine mastitis.
We started by developing a treatment for mild cases, a cream composed of oils, including lavender, grapeseed, and clove.
This cream is applied manually 3 times per week, progressively healing the infected udder by reducing inflammation symptoms and eliminating bacteria.
Then we developed a preventative solution, an oil-based gel composed of laurel and peppermint, tested and approved for its effectiveness.
This gel is applied daily before and after milking.
Bovita's value proposition relies on 4 main points. Our cream speeds up recovery by 2 days, saving farmers more than 200 liters of milk per cow.
Our gel reduces infection recurrence by 30%.
Our cream and gel are respectively 17 and 45% cheaper than imported ones, as we use locally sourced raw materials.
And finally, Bovita is 100% natural, allowing cows to maintain lactation while preserving milk quality.
Our whole production process is outsourced to an accredited laboratory with a total monthly production capacity of 8 tons.
The cream is sold in 1 kilogram containers for $15 each, and the gel is sold in 1 liter bottles for $10 each.
Our marketing and sales strategy focuses on direct sales to cow breeders,
Partnerships with veterinary clinics,
distribution to agricultural retailers,
and participation in agricultural exhibitions.
In 6 months, we sold 12,000 units of cream and 6,000 units of gel, generating $240,000 in revenue, with a net profit of $112,000.
Created 6 new jobs.
Impacted more than 9,600 cow breeders, increasing their annual profits by $2,800 per cow through reducing 56% of treatment expenditures and saving 6 lactation days.
Finally, we helped increase milk production by 10 million liters.
Bovita's short-term sustainability and scalability rest on the development of a 100% natural injection to treat severe cases with the technical support of the Higher Institute of Biotechnology.
And the collaboration with 2 additional laboratories to increase our production capacity by 16 tons monthly.
By the end of 2024, we will generate $540,000 in revenue with a net profit of $260,000.
Our medium and long-term strategy relies on expanding R&D efforts to create new formulas for sheep and goats, continuously leveraging on phytotherapy.
Partnering with the National Order of Veterinarians to integrate Bovita's products into their standard animal health protocols.
Promoting Bovita to NGOs and dairy cooperatives.
And obtaining international product certifications to target international distributors and explore joint venture opportunities in Europe, a market currently valued at $2.42 billion in the Netherlands, Spain, and Germany alone.
Accordingly, Bovita expects $7,300,000 in revenue,
90 job opportunities,
and 200,000 dairy farmers impacted.
This year, our dedication and commitment to better health for all is in motion through our 2 projects, Succeed and Bovita. We, in Actis Tunisia, generated a total of $290,000 of revenues,
Created 17 new jobs.
improved the health of 9,500 Tunisian citizens and 48,000 national livestock.
established 5 partnerships,
And tackled 11 SDGs.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear enactors, genius isn't just about intelligence. It's about devoting intelligence to make a meaningful difference.
It's about devoting intelligence to anchor empathy, solidarity, and commitment towards all of humanity and our planet.
When we unite as one, we achieve miracles.
Just imagine.
Thank you very much, Enactus Tunisia. Okay, so we're welcoming a couple of extra of their team onto the stage now for Q&A. I'll wait for them to get onto the stage first before we start the timers. Okay, they're there. 5-minute Q&A time starts now.
Thank you for the presentation. You mentioned the fact that you have an impact on 12,000 people in terms of education, diet education. Could you please develop a little bit more in this program?
Yes, thank you for your question. We actually been able to impact these 12,000 people by organizing marketing and awareness campaigns, cooking workshops, and actually have an online content with over 6,000 people reach, and of course, being able to go on field visits with our clients. Thank you.
Hello, thank you for an impressive presentation. About the treatment cream, how many cows so far you have treated in practice?
Thank you for your question. For now, we have treated over 48,000 cows and impacted over 9,600 cow breeders. 1 bottle of cream is sufficient to heal over 4 cows, and the gel is sufficient for 1 cow for 25 days. Thank you.
In the project Succeed, what exactly is your job as the Actis team versus the partner, and who does the capital investment for the new machines?
Thank you for your question. For Succeed, our team's role is responsible for the problematic validation, the R&D, and developing new formulas, developing a survival strategy that contains launching a gluten-free line, and obtaining the necessary investment for the initial launch, obtaining certification, sharing the patent with our beneficiary, organizing the marketing and sales strategy, and of course, obtaining certification for our products. Thank you.
If I may add, we are responsible of partnering with experts and national institutions that help us develop new formulas and expand and sustain the project. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. My question is, what was the topmost challenge your team encountered during your project, and how did you address it?
Thank you for your question. Our top difficulties were, since we are business students, we have entered a new market with a lot of scientific terms. So we struggled a bit at the first to actually understand these terms and conducted multiple research, in-depth research, field visits, focus groups with experts, either in the veterinarians or with serial experts, to actually be able to develop our two projects.
Good afternoon. I just wanted to check with you, for the Succeed, who owns the company and whose bank account does the money go into? Is it the entrepreneur or is it the students?
Thank you for your question. As for the Succeed project, it is owned by our beneficiary, Mrs. Amani Hammami, and she owns the bank account, and we share the patent together with two of our Enactus team members, since we were responsible for developing the formulas.
Mastitis globally is dealt with via antibiotics that are injected or ingested. You're saying that an externally applied cream with no antibiotic properties, that is in chemical antibiotic, has the same impact as an injected antibiotic?
Yes. In fact, our products are with non-chemicals, non-antibiotics. They are based on phytotherapy, and to actually have the efficiency that we said earlier in the presentation, we had passed from in vitro tests to in vivo tests that to then be validated by the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Agriculture alongside Biotechnology Institution in Tunisia.
If I may add, actually phytotherapy, to just define it a bit for you, phytotherapy is the use of oils, which are 100% natural, to treat medical cases, which is commonly used in Tunisia, but not the right way. That's why it requires scientific additional help. Thank you.
Piotr Wilgomas, Poland. Who's in fact responsible for the production, and is your technology somehow patented?
Yes, thank you for your question. As for the Succeed project, our beneficiary is responsible for the production since she owns the company, owns the machinery. As for the project Bovita, we are outsourcing the production. That's why we minimize the costs at lower costs. And for the second question, patent. For Succeed product line, it's patented with our beneficiary and two members of our team. And for Bovita product,
Q&A time has now expired. Thank you so much, Enactus Tunisia. Okay, so if you can please leave the stage. If you come this way with the microphones, yes, please. Thank you. I know your team want to see you very dearly. Head that way. Excellent. So judges, as usual, this is a fantastic time just while we're getting the next team ready for you to add some comments to your sheets. Please do not forget to put the name on the top. Hopefully by the final one, we will not need that reminder anymore. Okay, so we're going to get started with our final team of the top 4 in just a second. For everybody in the audience, again, just a kind reminder just to make sure that we're staying as still as possible while the presentations are on, just to give the team the best respect that we can. Okay, I'll check on the team.